Hey guys, Portia here, and today I wanted to work on a Cocomelon-themed sippy cup for the grandbaby. She just recently turned 1 and I thought this would be perfect for her. So this image was created in Canva, and if you want to know how I did it, I do have a tutorial available. I'll place the link right above and down below in the description. Now immediately you'll notice one image is mirrored and the other is not. Well, this is printed with my inkjet printer on clear Waterslide paper, and I want to maintain the white in our circle here, the stripes, and in the face. And in order to do that, I'll be painting in those areas with white paint. The name here I didn't have to reverse because I don't need to paint that, so that's going to be going on straight forward, and this image is going to go on backwards. But before we get into any of that, we are going to go ahead and do our base. So the base is pretty much going to be a bit of Mod Podge, some glitter, follow that up with a layer of resin, and then probably 2 layers of resin, and then we'll come back in with our Waterslide paper. So let's go ahead and get started on our sippy cup. Alright guys, so I did initially buy this particular cup for sublimation, but then as I started to create the design, I changed my mind. So in order to prepare it for the next step, which is Mod Podge and glitter, I want to go ahead and spray it with my semi-gloss clear spray paint here, because I want to kind of rough up the surface. So I don't want to like scrub it with any sandpaper or anything like that. I'm just going to take it to the garage, spray it, let it dry, and then when we come back we'll be prepared to go ahead and add our glitter. Okay, so I have sprayed down the tumbler, so now it has a little bit of a texture to it, something for our Mod Podge to grip onto. So while that's still, well, I guess it's still kind of dry, and it's pretty much dry, but while it's doing its thing, let's go ahead and mix up our 3 colors. So like I said, I didn't want to go for one solid color, couldn't choose between the 3. I knew I definitely didn't want white, but I think it'll be a good thing to go ahead and mix these fine glitters together. So what I am going to do is put them in a empty shaker that I just cleaned out. It had a little bit of black, so I just put that black glitter in with some other black glitter, so it all worked out. So I'll start with the white, just put a little bit in there. Some pink. It's still pretty pink to me, guys, so I'm gonna add a different color tone of purple. See what that does. All right, I definitely think that is a little bit better, and it does give the glitter a bit more dimension. So let's go ahead and prepare to cut. I'm just gonna coat in sections, put on a little bit of the glitter, and go until we have the first layer down. We'll probably end up doing 2 layers of this. Alright guys, the first layer is down, and we are definitely streaky, but that's okay. We will fix that in layer number 2. Hopefully I won't need to put down any more layers. It is definitely okay that our white is peeking through, and we do see some depth of color, and you can kind of see the various tones, the pink and the lighter purple, the darker purple. So I am happy with the way this is looking thus far. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry and come back in with layer number 2. Alright guys, so I am done. So remember how I had said that I only wanted to do 2 coats and I was happy with the kind of white peeking through? Well, I changed my mind. I ended up doing 3 coats because as the color started to build, I was like, I really do like this color. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, the rainbow effect is coming through, so I am totally seeing like a little bit of greens and yellows as well. So I really like this mix that we created. It does look overall purple, but looking at it up close, you are seeing other tones as well. So the pink is totally coming through. So yeah, I am happy with this mix. Don't know what to call it. We'll call it the Ari mix. So next step, let's go ahead and prepare for resin. Alright, so I am ready to put on my epoxy. I've already mixed it. It was a 1-to-1 ratio. Let's go ahead and get this started. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put on the first layer of epoxy. And then I am going to allow this to rotate for about 6 hours. And then I'll come in with a second layer. I don't want to just put on one layer because I want a nice smooth surface when it comes to adding on our water decal. And in order to do that, 2 layers will seem to work out fine. And even on that second layer, I might do a little bit of sanding depending upon, you know, how it feels when we're done with that. So like I said, I'm going to get this nice and coated really well, get all into my little nooks and crannies, come back in 6 hours, do a second layer. Alright, so this is what we are looking like after 2 coats of epoxy. Now I am going to go ahead and rough it up a little bit with my sandpaper because my edge here is a little bit rough. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. Maybe if I hold it that way, it's a little bit rough. And then my bottom edge as well is a little bit rough. So I definitely want to sand those down. Overall, the body itself is pretty darn smooth, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I am going to just go ahead and give it a light sanding all the way around. I'm really happy with this color too. It is a little bit darker than I initially wanted, and that's because I added in that darker purple glitter, my bad. But the holographic or the rainbow of it is coming. Now this is my clear water slide, and what I did was I sprayed it 4 times. So I let it dry in between each spray with my sealant here. Okay guys, so my camera did just cut out on me. Sorry about that. But what I did go ahead and do was sand down my tumbler, and it is now ready to receive the decals. Now also I did realize I was out of white spray paint. Total bummer, but I just had to pivot right quick. You know, us crafters, we are very creative, and we know how to, you know, do something more than one way. So what I did do was go ahead and I printed out the negative space of both of my shapes in vinyl, in white vinyl. So I didn't want to leave out, I don't even know if you guys can actually see the shape here. I didn't want to leave out the name that's going to go on the other side of the tumbler. So I just went on ahead and did both of them, and I reprinted the name. So now that's backwards, and it's gonna go on. I'll slide it on to the white piece like that, and then we have this. So I'm no longer going to be painting this in. I'm just gonna slide it on to the white vinyl, and we'll go from there. So in actuality, it may have been a happy mistake because it's gonna make both sides pop. Like I said, couldn't leave one side without the white vinyl because I don't really like how that looks. I want to go more uniform. So let's go ahead and pick a side. So like I said, all of this is pretty smooth. So we will, let's see, let's start right here, and I'll start with the name. So I just got the negative space, went in Cricut Design Space, and created the shape for the negative space on our name here. All right, so our name is gonna go there. I think that looks decent. So now let's turn this baby over, and I'm looking to get the next part pretty centered. Now I could of course use a measuring tape, but I am an eyeballer, and that's what I do. Apparently I haven't messed up enough for me to stop doing it. So yeah, we'll roll with this. All right, so we got the one side done, and roll on over to the back side. We got that done. And they are approximately equal lengths apart. But yeah, that's the beauty of handmade. So let's roll back around, and we'll do our Ari first. Like I said, we're just gonna slide it right on to there like that. All right, we're ready. So go ahead and put some water on here. Alright guys, what do you think? I think it's pretty cute. And let's do our next one. Ready? Alright guys, so there we have it. I'm working my little bubbles out, trying not to overwork the water slide because we don't want it to tear. But I do believe the white is adding a little extra something to it, and I like it. So yeah, the next step, what we are going to do is go ahead and let this dry, completely dry, 100%. You know, it'll stiffen up and all that other good stuff for us. And then when we come back, we'll go ahead and add on our final layer of epoxy. Guys, I mixed up my final layer of epoxy. I did want this layer to have a little bit of bling, a little bit of shimmer to it. So I added in a dash of the rainbow fine pink glitter. So hopefully that should work out pretty well. But yeah, I've let this settle to kind of get some of the air bubbles out. And let's go ahead and turn this on. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get this going. Ooh, look y'all, the bling, the shine is coming back through, and it is looking gorgeous already. I really love all the different undertones that we could see from the various glitters we put in this mix. But yeah, so here's the plan. Gonna go ahead and get this well coated, and then we'll go ahead and let it spin. And when we come back, we will check out our final product. Alright guys, so we are all done, and the shine is so real on this. The bling is really coming through. I wanted to show you guys this project in natural sunlight because there are so many tones coming through. I'm picking up yellows, greens, and blues. Of course I got my pink, but the overall value is the purple, and I'm loving it. I'm here for it. So yeah guys, this is all I have for you today. I just wanted to share with you all my sippy cup, or baby girl sippy cup. If you got any questions, concerns, emotional outbursts, let me know. If you found this video helpful or even entertaining, could you go ahead and give it a thumbs up? But guys, as always, until next time, peace.